Hi, I'm Ashley Collier, the Mortgage Maven, and this is your daily market update for Thursday, August 7th. Today we had a 30-year bond auction, which was met with very weak reception from investors, which sent yields slightly higher. Mortgage-backed securities worsened by 5 basis points. The 10-year U.S. Treasury moved up 3 basis points to a level of 425. That's moving in the wrong direction. But the good news is now we're seeing a 91% guesstimate that the Fed will lower the Fed funds rate in September. So the next FOMC meeting is September 16th and 17th. We expect to hear from Jerome Powell on the 17th whether he's going to drop interest rates. They're speculating 25 basis point drop. Maybe we could see more, probably not, knowing Jerome Powell. But 81% of central banks around the globe are currently dropping rates. In fact, just today we saw the Bank of England drop theirs. But what was really interesting to me, and I just learned today, is that Russia dropped their rate from 20% to 18%. Turkey dropped from 46 to 43%. Mexico dropped from 8.5 to 8%. And Brazil is actually one of the few ones that raised their rate 25 basis points to 15%. So it doesn't make the 4.375 Fed funds rate in the US sound all that bad comparatively speaking, but we are feeling the effects of that restrictive monetary policy in higher interest rates and higher borrowing costs. So it would be nice to see at least a 25 or 50 basis point drop coming September. Today we got productivity reports showing quarter two is actually a little bit higher than estimates at 2.4 versus the 2% estimate. And if you annualize that, it's a pretty measly 0.3%. Also, unit labor costs was a little higher, 1.6 versus 1.5 estimate. And if you annualize that, it's 4.25%, which means that potentially some of those higher labor costs could be passed on to consumers, which would be inflationary. We also got jobless claims. Initial claims up only 7,000, but it's those continuing claims that continue to be a concern, up 38,000 to 1.974 million. That makes 11 consecutive reports where we just keep climbing and higher over 1.9 million, getting close to that 2 million. We're set to breach the 2 million mark. Tomorrow, nothing on the U.S. economic calendar, but if I've learned anything, something anywhere in any corner of the world could affect our market. So you will want to tune into tomorrow's daily market update.